the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the 49ers move out to a 7-3 lead.
Niners 7, Ravens 3.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Good return as he takes it across the 30. The Ravens offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jackson. He'll step up and run, and they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
First down.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are. Early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. Got a man left side. It's caught. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That is 2 big pickups to start the drive. 32 on the latest.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, Baltimore.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Niners' 13-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now Jackson. They'll look to set up a screen here. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. The Niners have the early advantage. And we're back to South Florida after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they come up now on 3rd and 7. And he'll take it on in. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Here's Boswell on for the point after. It's up and through. And the Ravens are on top. It's now 10-7.
49ers 7.
Touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Niners offense and Jackson Smith and Jigba ready to get back to work. They'll start out first down and 10. Play action now for Stafford. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Nice game here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 12 yards on that hookup. It's good for a Niners first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
He'll get about 2. Denzel Ward in on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Just shy of midfield. Here's second down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. And they'll take this down inside the 35. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play call. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They bring Chase in motion. Stafford now on first down. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Kittle is the man in motion. Second down, it's Stafford. The middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
He's got it inside the 5. And the Niners are going to have first and goal, try to finish off this drive with a touchdown. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up first and goal.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown.
He barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown. ball. Finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Aubrey now for the extra point. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now return, coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing Jackson. Quick throw here is complete. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9. And 3rd down coming up.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Jackson now. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Ravens.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. A big play there for Baltimore. A pickup of 44 yards.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open. Short throws turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
Dobbins will take this one into the end zone. It's a Raven touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and it's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
On for the extra point is Boswell. The kick is good. And the Ravens move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14.
14.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here comes a return from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Niners offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Hey, you can't fault the offense so far. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns, yet they still trail. We could have a shootout on our hands. See if they keep up their end of the bargain. First down. Drive will start on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second and
9. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll come back to Miami after this. It is second and 9. The shotgun snap to Stafford. He'll find Chase. That's complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. And that's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
This throw, left side, caught by Kittle.
It's now second and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Here's second and 6. From the gun, here's Stafford. Looking to the left side, he's got it. And he'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That has played good for 22. First down, 49.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
At the 20-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That's complete to Kittle, the tight end. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. Clock stops with 34 seconds to go until the break.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Stafford. This is caught at the 2. And the 49ers are going to have first and goal, try to finish off this drive with a touchdown. They get 14 yards and set up first and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's first and goal. Stafford. That one, take it in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, 49.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Now Aubrey for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Jackson. Open man, that's Bateman downfield. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes Worthy to return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The lead sits at 4, so we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. He'll get it to the edge, but unsuccessfully stopped there for no gain.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming, and there's not going to be a lot of gain.
And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield. A gain of 24 through the air. It's good for a Niners first down.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are wise. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
He'll turn and hand this one off, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Stafford now on 2nd down. That's caught It's Xavier Worthy. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 5. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He's going nowhere. Loses yardage on that play.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd downs because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Throw on 3rd down, Stafford. They get 16 on that connection. First down, 49.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
It's first down, and they'll run. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Crosby on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 13-yard line.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots. What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. And the 49ers will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Ravens 17.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as as they begin this drive with first down. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good runner. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
There he goes again. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Raven first down.
When this offense is really in gear, Mike, a lot of it is because of the ability of Lamar Jackson running the football. He is what makes this thing go, and you can see why.
Here's Dobbins. And pick up 3 or maybe 4. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Through the first half, it was clear. This pass protection, this offensive line unit, they were clearly up for the challenge. The pass rush was non-existent. But here in the second half, you can sense a little bit more urgency. You can see them start playing with a little more speed and intensity, and it pays off there with their first sack of the day.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got a man. It's McClure. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. But that one gives him a first down.
Ravens.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looks wide. Get this one complete. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
2nd down. Jackson. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll try to get there on the ground. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. A gain there of 21. First down, Baltimore.
First down, Baltimore.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. Quick hitting slant there. And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass.
And he will score! Game's on! J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Ravens. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Big moment here for the Ravens as they will go for the two-point conversion.
The Ravens will line up for the two-point conversion.
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And he will get into the end zone. The two-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the fourth quarter.
Just as the play is designed, you stick that ball in the belly of your running back. What does the defensive end do? Well, in this case, he crashes down to take the giveaway. It's a pull read all the way, and quarterback keeps it himself.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Neighbors in motion. Now first down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. The Pro Bowler the last 2 years, Nnamdi Madubuike. He gets in there for the sack. It's a loss of 4 to kick off this drive. Now a second down throw for Stafford. Smith and Jigba has it on that out route.
Out-breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers. Everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
3rd and 7. Kittle is the man in motion. Stafford from the gun on 3rd down. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. It's a gain of 19 in the air. It's good for a Niners first down.
First and 10.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Open man downfield, that's Neighbors. A gain of 24 through the air. First down, 49ers.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Play action now for Stafford. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Out of the gun, Stafford. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. And it's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
And we got a big third down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with a conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. He's got his big tight end. George Kittle. Touchdown. 49. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense about ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. A quick slant to Flowers.
To Zay Flowers. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Now, 2nd and 4. Jackson now. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Raven first down. They'll drop to throw. Open man is Bateman. He's got him.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. Jackson up top again. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's got it to Flowers for the connection.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take it back to the other side of midfield.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Now the rush finally gets to him, and he'll go down. Jalen Carter. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Gotta let it fly. So wind up a turnover on down. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So a win here for the 49ers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.